always love you.
Let's set this party alright. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Because I didn't go to film school and I did not graduate from college, and I have received like 3 honorary doctorates and now I'm a professor, you know, I know my faith and my walk with God has been the only thing that's gotten me here. There's a lot of people that have encouraged and inspired, but you know, I think everybody has their own personal walk.
To welcome our special guests tonight, a couple of mad comic geniuses, Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans. Robert Townsend, Chicago native, often referred to as one of the godfathers of the independent film world. With over 30 years in the entertainment industry, Robert is a rare multi-hyphenate that does it all and has worked with talent from Halle Berry to Denzel Washington to Eddie Murphy to Beyonce. His films, including Eddie Murphy Raw, Hollywood Shuffle, The Five Heartbeats, The Meteor Man, and Babs, quickly catapulted him into international prominence. His personal journey is the ultimate story of an underdog succeeding against the odds, raised by a single mother of 4 in the gang and drug-infested west side of Chicago.
We just celebrated Hollywood Shuffle,
Yes.
30th anniversary, and a lot of students came out to see you, particular minority students and people of color, which has been a kind of a gripe for some of the students, so to speak, in the department, as they've been looking for more mentors and more teachers. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, we were celebrating Hollywood Shuffle, which celebrated its 30th anniversary. I think to me, there's still a lot more to be done as it relates to diversity. So when I spoke with, you know, the dean and everyone here at USC, I think it's important to encourage all artists, but from my point of view, especially artists of color, because a lot of times there aren't slots for these artists and they need to be encouraged and their skills need to be developed. And I've been on an amazing journey as an artist in Hollywood, and so I think I have a lot to share and I can help.
We were online together at the Improv, and Keenan was still in college. He was still going to Tuskegee. And so we, it's so funny because we were young comedians starting out. We didn't have money to get on the subway, so we would walk from one comedy club to another comedy club. We would walk through Central Park talking about our dreams.
So I think that the conversation now is a different conversation than when I started with Hollywood Shuffle. Now it's really about, can we raise the level of quality with the work? Because sometimes some of the stuff, it's not quality, and I think part of the dance now is to, you know, one of the reasons I'm here at USC is to help navigate that next generation of filmmakers and filmmakers of color to help them get to that next level. The thing is this, as filmmakers and artists, you're on your own path. I think the most important thing is to acknowledge when an artist has, you know, hit a home run with his or her work.
It's like what Keenan said a second ago about networking. You don't know who's in this audience that's the next Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese or whomever. But, you know, one of the things to me is that you don't know who the writer is, who's Lucas, who's, you know, everybody has the potential.
For some reason, it's become a big part of African Americans, particular entertainers, expressing their faith. How do you feel about that in entertainment?
You know, the thing that I would say, any movie or television show I've ever done, you see my walk with God. So if you want to talk about Five Heartbeats, for example, the end of the movie ends in a church with singing I Feel Like Going On. I know for me as an artist, I've always walked with integrity. Everything I've ever made, I'm proud of. Everything I've ever, you know, been associated with, you know, I tried to do with dignity, and I tried to also include in the fabric of the story a moral compass. So I think everybody lives by their own code. So I don't really preach to people like, hey, this is what I do what I do. I think it's really important to let people find their way. And if somebody says, hey, I like what Robert Townsend does as an artist and as a man, and his movies have got me through some hard times, or his comedies have made me laugh, you know, part of that is the light that comes from above.